Alola Pokemon trainers, this is GatorEX, and today I'll be going over some starter Pokemon theories and facts. Before I begin, I just want to remind you to check out my previous videos for a discussion and a cool concept for a Pokemon game. With that out of the way, let's begin with the most well-known fan theory. This theory states that every fire-type starter follows an animal from the Chinese zodiac. I think it's a bit of a stretch, especially with Delphox representing the dog, but I do think it's pretty coincidental. Especially after getting Incineroar, which fits, after having Delphox, which didn't fit exactly. It definitely would be interesting to get some fire-type starters of these other animals, especially the snake. Now let's move on to one you might not know about, the grass starters. Most of the grass type starters are either based on dinosaurs or reptiles. Bulbasaur being based on a type of dinosaur, Chikorita being a type of sauropod, Trico being a gecko, Turtwig being a tortoise, Snivy being a snake, and Rowlet being a bird, which yes, is a dinosaur. Chespin is the only one that does not follow this trend, which is just one of the reasons I don't like Chespin. If you want to look at this in a positive light, you could see it as Chespin being the only mammal-based grass-type starter, which is relatively unique. Speaking of Chespin, it's also been noted that all of the Kalos starters resemble different RPG classes, Chespin being a knight, Delphox being a mage, and Greninja being a rogue. While this is interesting, you could say that the Alola starters fit this trend as well, with Decidueye being a ranger, Incineroar being a fighter, and Primarina being a bard. I do think this connection with the Alola starters is a stretch, but I definitely think that Decidueye fits in the most with the theme, and it does give this starter trio some kind of theme and connection. One group of starters that maybe has too much of a theme is the Elemental Monkeys. While they're not technically starters, there is one of each starter type, and you are given one on your journey. It's similar to how you could receive two sets of starters in X and Y. Of course, the monkeys are nowhere near as good as starters, having only one evolution each and needing an elemental stone to get there. I still think the basic forms are pretty cute though. Now for another starter that's technically not a starter, but technically is, Pikachu. Since Pokemon Yellow has you starting out with Pikachu, that would make it a starter. Because of this, Pikachu is the only starter to have a pre-evolution, multiple forms in Cosplay Pikachu and Ash Hat Pikachu, as well as have an evolution with two different forms, being Raichu and Alolan Raichu. Here's something interesting. In the game where Pikachu is your starter, Pokemon Yellow, it can't evolve, since Pokemon Yellow was made to mimic the anime. However, with Pokemon Bank now being implemented into the Virtual Console, you can transfer this starter Pikachu into your copy of Sun or Moon, where you are allowed to use a Thunderstone and evolve it, but only into a Alolan Raichu. It's pretty interesting really. There's nothing special about this Pikachu that makes it unable to evolve. It's only in Pokemon Yellow. It's kind of a stab right in the childhood to do this, so I do not recommend it. Anyway, that's been it for this brief starter/fact video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are there any other additional starter theories or facts that you can think of? Do you agree with any of the theories stated in this video? Or for some reason, are you going to try to make Ash's Pikachu evolve? Let's continue the discussion down below. If you enjoyed the content, remember to subscribe and enable notifications. All you have to do is click the bell icon next to the subscribe button and you'll be notified of each new upload as it's posted. You'll also become a part of the Chingling squad. Anyway, this has been GatorEX. Have a nice day.